filmed this really in-depth makeup tutorial for you where I explain to you how to do this, which is actually a really nice everyday smoky eye, simple to do, use minimal products, and show you the exact techniques that I use to do this instead of just explaining, oh, use a little blendy here, little throw this color here, little throw a pair of lashes on. I explained it a lot more in depth and explained to you why. So hopefully that will help you actually be able to do these makeup tutorials instead of just watching me do them and being like, I can't do that. I hope this is helpful for you. Let me know if it is. Leave me a thumbs up if you guys like this video, and let's get on into it. I look so ghostly right now. It ain't right. So today I'm going to do my entire makeup look with just a few different shadows, and all of them are going to be from Makeup Geek. And I'm using Makeup Geek because for one, they're inexpensive, for two, they're really amazing, and for three, you can buy them in individual pans, so you don't have to go out and buy an entire palette. You can buy just a few colors if you want. And I'm going to be using some really typical colors today from Makeup Geek so that you can have variety, but they're all really wearable. So I have two different Makeup Geek palettes. This one is the first one that I ever got, and this has a lot of really good shades in it. This is not Makeup Geek, but I am going to be using this today because I don't have a Makeup Geek shadow quite like it. This is the MAC Pro Emphasize Shaping Powder in the color Emphasize. This one is a really good base shadow color for all over your lid, just so that everything can really blend out nicely. It's really light, and so it makes all of the colors you put on top of it really stand out. Then I'm going to take this color here, which is Beaches and Cream, and you can substitute either one of these three colors. Peach Smoothie, Beaches and Cream, either two interchangeable to me. I'm gonna use Beaches and Cream because it's more of a brown tone versus a peach tone. And I'm taking that on my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush, and I'm taking it all throughout the crease. Now, the reason you put down this color first is because you want to do a transition shade. You hear people talk all about transition shades. This is the color that goes between your crease and your brow. The reason that you do the transition shade is because it makes all of the other colors that you're going to put down have something to blend out into so that you get that gradient effect. Also, how you hold the brush is really important. Not a lot of people talk about this on YouTube. They'll just show themselves blending. If you hold right here, you're gonna get a harder, more stark line. If you hold down here, it's a lot harder for you to have that harsh edge because it's such a soft, you're holding, it's flicky. See, it's all flicky. And blend more times than you think you have to. That is one really important key. I used to be like, done. No, blend that shit out so you can't blend no more. And as you can see, this color is really similar to my skin tone, so it doesn't really look like a lot, but it is helpful to kind of start with your lightest base that's closer to your skin tone and then just deepen up the lower you go down. Now I'm going to use my Sigma Buff and Blend brush. This is the E39, and I'm going to take an even darker color. Now I'm going to take the color Latte, this color here. This is Mocha, this is Latte. And I'm going to go in with Latte, and I'm going to just take that a little further down into the crease. And when I go in with this second color, what you'll see me do is I took a smaller brush, one that's more dense, smaller, and easier to do that precision shape with, but still fluffy enough to blend out. And I took it right into the crease, so place it right there and take it right down into the crease and just back and forth windshield wiper. Then I kind of take that outside corner and V it in. And the reason that you're doing that is because you've got your transition, so you've got the lightest color here, your transition shade here, and now you've got your deepest, at this point it's your deepest color, into your crease. And this is just creating that really nice gradient. If you want to blend even better and you really want to make sure all your lines are good, go in with that same brush that you used for the transition shade and just blend it out. Why are there sparkles all over my face? Like, can we just ask that? Why is there glitter on me? I see why. There's glitter all over my Makeup Geek palette. So as brushes go, I get smaller and smaller the deeper and deeper that I go, so that the deep colors aren't going too far. It's really easy when you place a color to blend it out and have it go too far. So that's why I go smaller and smaller with my brush the deeper that I get. So now I'm gonna go in with the color Mocha from Makeup Geek. Don't mind my nails, by the way. Just don't even look at them. Stop looking at them right now. I'm telling you. Don't look at them. And this is the Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite Crease Brush that's got cat hair all over it. And I'm just gonna set this, place it right on this outer V. And just create that V. This is a really universal eyeshadow makeup look. This is one that pretty much anybody can wear. So if you're looking for one that you're like, I don't really know what to do, I have hooded eyes, no, this is pretty much one that almost everybody can wear. I don't see anybody that wouldn't be able to pull this off. This is the eyeshadow look. Place it in that outer corner, drag it through right into that crease, and drag inwards from that outer V. Take that big fluffy brush again and really buff over the top. Most makeup looks look really shitty until you get the liner and the lashes and everything else done. So don't despair if yours is looking a little wonky. It will until it kind of comes together at the end. Now taking this Furless Cosmetics Pro 3M and Makeup Geek More Americano. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna go the lowest on that, but the deepest on this. This is the darkest color that I'm gonna use. I'm not gonna use any blacks. I'm using basically all browns. I feel like this is a really universal makeup look and that's kind of what I'm going for. And just packing that on the tip of the brush, patting off the excess and going straight into that outer V. A little lower than the last color. Keep your eye open for these steps because if you shut your eye, it's gonna look a lot different than when you keep your eye open and look straight into the mirror. And if you're kind of unhappy with the way that the blend looks on the outside, little pro tip for you, I don't know if it's pro tip, but it's my tip, is to take a little bit of that first blending color that you put down on the fluffy blending brush that you first used and blend out the edges, and it'll sort of diffuse it all together. Now, I don't have nails right now, so I'm just gonna use my fingers. When I have those big, long, witchy nails, it's really hard to get right down into the corners, but right now I don't have nails. So take any sort of highlight color that you have. You can either use a highlighter, like the Becca one that I have here, Mary Luminizer. You can use a color from the Makeup Geek palettes. Today, I think I'm going to be using this color here, which is Starry Eyed. This is one of the foiled shadows from Makeup Geek, and I probably will use also a little bit of Shimma Shimma. So I just packed a little bit on my finger here, and I'm just patting it on the lid. Not all the way over into the deep colors that you did, just kind of right into the center. And this is Starry Eyed. So if you take the darker shimmer shade, put it down first all over your mobile lid, and then you take even a lighter shade, like I'm gonna go with Shimma Shimma from Makeup Geek, then that will kind of create this really bright lid that pops out at you. That makes sense? Then I take this brush. This is the Zoeva Luxe Petite Crease that we used as that third color thingamajigger. Taking some Americano and run it right up next to the lash line. Now, I would use a brown eyeliner, but the fact that most people have black eyeliner, I'm gonna be real, most people don't have brown eyeliner. So I'm gonna use a black eyeliner, and for this I'm gonna be using the Rimmel Scandal Eyes Waterproof Kohl Pencil in the color Black. I'm also gonna take a little bit of that same black kohl pencil and run it along my upper lash line right into the lashes. I'm not gonna like do it above, I'm just gonna really press it into right where those lashes come out. And I wanna take a brush and just sort of run it along the lash line just to kind of buff out that color. I'm honestly not used to not doing a wing liner. I typically do a wing liner almost every day, but I did not do one today because I find I'm trying to do something wearable that anyone can do, and I do find that a lot of people struggle with wing liner. If I throw a wing on top of this, people are gonna be like, well, that might have been wearable had you not done that wing. So I'm not doing that today. Now I'm gonna toss on a coat of mascara. I am gonna do lashes because I will explain why in just a moment. I am using the Smashbox Full Exposure mascara. You can stop here if you're not into lashes, but I will explain. Can I speak? I will explain why when it comes to lashes in just a moment. I'm gonna do my brows off camera and then I will be back to finish the face and talk about lashes. So I'm going to contour my face and warm it up because as you can see right now, it is pale as hell. And so I'm going to be using my Anastasia contour kit. You can use whatever works for you. You can use a bronzer, you can use whatever works. I am not one of those people that thinks that there's only one product for everybody. I know that there's a lot of different things that people can use. So for this, I am using my Furless Cosmetics CB3 brush, and this is a really good brush, like incredibly good for contouring. However, it is a synthetic fiber because Furless Cosmetics is completely cruelty-free, totally ethical, no natural hair fibers, but being that it is a synthetic fiber brush, synthetic brushes put down a lot more product. So keep that in mind when you are placing product. Like, I don't know if you can see just like how they blend out like a frickin' dream, but just beware that they do put down a heavier amount of product. So I'm just kind of going into the hollows of my cheeks. I go a little higher than you might think. Like you might think to go down here, but I sort of like to go a little higher because as you blend things out, it sort of pulls the product, it diffuses it out. So I don't know if I'm making any sense when I say that, but that's why I put it up a little higher. Then using Milani's Baked Blush in Luminoso, I'm going to take that on the Real Techniques blush brush and just sort of put it on the apples of my cheeks, blending out. I sort of try to keep it to the back as well. The more you put right here, it sometimes can end up looking a little odd, so I try to keep it back here as well. And I sort of do stippling motions. The more you rub, I mean, it's fine if you do like these blending motions, but just try to keep it placed. So if you pat it on, sometimes it works a little better. Just my personal preference. Now taking my personal favorite highlight, this is the Balm's Mary Luminizer, and you can see I'm running low. I'm running low, kids, because this is one that I have used like every day for probably like the last 2 years. So I'm taking this on my MF3 brush from Furless Cosmetics as well. Could you tell that I like Furless Cosmetics? Yeah. Just taking this right here. You see that placement? That is where highlight goes. You put it too low, too all over. I mean, there's no such thing as too. You can do whatever you want with your makeup, but it can start to look a little like you didn't do it on purpose the lower you go down. Just sort of place, and then I blend it out. So basically I place it where I want it. See? And then sort of blend it on down. So it doesn't look like a stripe on top of everything else. It just looks like the top of your cheek is glowing. Little here, and a little bit right here. And down the bridge of your nose. That's personal preference, you don't have to do that, but I do like the way that it makes my skin look real. Now, I wanna quickly talk about lashes. A lot of people will stop here, and that's fine. Obviously, you wanna do your lips as well, but we're gonna get to that in just a moment. So as far as makeup looks go, a lot of times you'll get comments online and people will say, oh my God, your makeup looks incredible, I could never do that, how do you do that? The reason a lot of people's makeup looks incredible is because, one, they have brows done. Now, brows are really important, and if your brows don't look good, it will make the entire makeup look not look good. So if your brows are really bushy, or there's lots of hairs coming down, or they don't have a really sharp tail, or whatever have you, whatever you think, like if you're looking at somebody's makeup look online and you're like, how do they do that? How do they make it look so good? A lot of times it's because they have really defined brows. So keep that in mind. Look at a makeup look you like and tell me, do they have really defined brows? Sometimes people like that really bushy brow look, but if you're looking at somebody's picture that has really defined brows and you're wondering why their makeup looks so good, it's probably that. Number two, it's probably because they're wearing false lashes. A lot of people don't wear false lashes, and that's fine. This is a beautiful makeup look without them. But you'll notice that when I put them on, it kicks up the makeup look about 10,000 times. It'll make it look a million times better, and people really underestimate how much lashes can do. So that is one thing that's really important. If you're gonna do something and you wanna look like Instagram makeup. I call it Instagram makeup because there's a certain look to Instagram makeup, and you all know what I'm talking about. But that really is one of the main components, is brows and lashes. And if you have both of those, everything else can kind of look mediocre. But if you throw those two things on and both of those look really good, the rest of your makeup looks really good. So that's just one little. I'm gonna throw on a pair of lashes. These are the House of Lashes Siren lashes. These are probably my all-time favorite lashes, next to Iconic. I love those as well. But these are really beautiful, really flirty, really long, but people love them. When you wear them, people compliment your shit all day long. Same with Iconic. Same with Iconic. So as you can see, what I mean when I say that lashes make a huge difference, it changes my entire eye look. I started putting on Celebrity Skin, and then I decided I want to use Posh Spice. Celebrity Skin is a more pink and more peach, more wearable nude than Posh Spice. Now, this is Christy you're talking to, and I don't really do wearable all that much. So I'm gonna go in with Posh Spice, which is my favorite. This color. I might just take a little bit of Celebrity Skin and kind of run it into the center. And this is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys really like it. If you want to know a full review of how I feel about the Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks, leave me a comment down below, hit the thumbs up button, and I will make that video for you, because I kind of want to do a battle of the liquid lipsticks because they're such a popular item right now that I think it would be really fun to do a battle of the liquid lipsticks. So let me know if you guys would like that video, and to give you my thoughts on these Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipsticks. Also, let me know if you guys like this makeup look or any other type of makeup looks that you would like me to do, or tutorials that you guys want me to film. This one was really fun. I'm sorry I didn't do my hair in it. My hair is looking real ratchet right now. I got an appointment in 1 week from the day that I'm filming this, so my hair should hopefully be different soon. I thank you guys so much for watching. If you would like to, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Periscope. Those are all Raw Beauty Christy. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. Bye!